Can Mia survive 24 hours offline without her phone? Mia looks nervous, glancing at a blank screen. In her sun-drenched apartment, Mia faces the camera, a confident smile playing on her lips. You know me as a social media junkie. Today you'll see what happens when I switch off my smartphone for 24 hours. No news, no social media, no music, absolutely nothing. Can I do it? And how will my mind change when I'm suddenly offline? Mia's best friend bombards her with a flood of voice messages. Urgent reminders of looming deadlines flash across the screen. An empty feeling permeates Mia's apartment, a stark reminder of her isolation. Sunlight paints stripes across Mia's living room as she prepares for a digital detox. With deliberate care, Mia places her smartphone inside a clear, lockable box. The metallic click of the combination lock resonates, sealing her commitment, a determined glint in Mia's eyes as she double-checks the lock, ensuring her resolve. Mia declares her challenge, I won't open the box for exactly 24 hours. Mia's hand instinctively searches for her phone, only to find empty space. Mia steps out of her apartment and onto the bustling city street. She begins to walk, heading towards a nearby cafe. A wave of anxiety washes over Mia as she nervously reaches for her bag. Frustration mounts as she realizes she cannot check her phone. Mia pauses, taking a deep breath to compose herself. Mia settles at a small table, the cafe's energy swirling around her. A waiter approaches, and Mia orders a coffee. Notebook open, pen in hand. She pauses, a ghost of a smile touching her lips. The memory of last night's conversation brings a fleeting smile. The smile fades as restlessness takes over. She fidgets, her eyes darting around the busy cafe. Sunlight floods the cafe, illuminating dust motes as Mia sits alone, lost in thought. Laura bursts in, her face glowing with excitement, eager to share something with Mia. Laura gestures, phone in hand, ready to show Mia something. Mia smiles faintly, a hint of weariness in her eyes, as she explains she's offline. Laura, undeterred, says, Okay, see you in 24 hours. Good luck. Amid the lively cafe, Laura's voice cuts through the ambient noise as she excitedly shares news with Mia. Laura starts talking loudly about past party news. Mia declines, explaining she is testing her mental health. Laura's serene smile lights up the cafe as she switches to offline mode, ready to play a card game with Mia. Mia's inner turmoil is palpable as her fingers twitch, fighting the magnetic pull of her phone. Mia bursts out of the cafe, her heart racing, each breath a shallow gasp. Laura follows close behind, the city's cacophony intensifying Mia's growing unease. It feels like I haven't had coffee even though I did. A tremor runs through Mia's hands, a visible sign of the turmoil within. Mia sits alone on the subway, surrounded by a sea of glowing screens. Restlessness flickers across Mia's face as she looks around, a stark contrast to the digital absorption of her fellow passengers. Overwhelmed, Mia squeezes her eyes shut, attempting to escape the pervasive glow of the screens. Mia sits alone in the subway car, lost in thought as the city rushes by. The rhythmic rumble of the train fills the silence, as Mia reflects on her expectations versus reality. I didn't imagine it like this, Mia says, her voice barely audible above the train's noise. I thought I'd feel free, but I just felt a deep void. Under the harsh sun, Mia stands outside the grocery store, a crumpled list her only guide. Frustration etches across her face as she squints at the handwritten notes, memory her only ally. Amidst the city's hustle, Mia pauses, her brow furrowed in concentration as she studies the street signs, a picture of determination against being lost. Mia, standing amid the vibrant produce, squints in concentration, her brow furrowed in thought. She hesitates, her frustration growing as she fails to quickly access the information she needs on her phone. An older man approaches, his kind eyes and warm smile hinting at assistance. Under the cold office lights, Mia sits at her desk, a picture of restless anticipation. Her fingers tap impatiently as she calls her dentist, a sigh escaping her lips. Defeated by technology, she grabs a pen, the analog world beckoning. She writes the appointment on a piece of paper, a tangible reminder in a digital age. An SMS confirmation arrives, the tiny text blurring before her weary eyes. Mia's eyes snap to her phone as a message flashes across the screen. A wave of relief floods her face, momentarily erasing the tension. Frustration quickly returns as she realizes the message is inaccessible. Defeated, Mia facepalms. Mia walks alone in the park, leaving behind the digital world. Sunlight dances through the leaves, painting the path in shifting patterns of light. Time seems to slow as Mia's gaze sweeps across the vibrant park. Birds flutter and dive, their wings catching the sunlight as they dance through the air. Leaves dance in the gentle breeze, creating a mesmerizing ballet of color and light. Families picnic, their laughter echoing through the air, creating a symphony of joy. Not a single phone in sight, a rare moment of pure, unadulterated connection. Sunlight filters through the trees as Mia sits on a park bench, a gentle smile gracing her lips. For the first time in years, I'm not seeking external feedback, but listening to myself. Mia sits on a park bench, a notebook in hand, ready to unleash her creativity. She pulls out her notebook, ready to sketch out her vision for a new YouTube format, free from the constraints of social media. Mia begins to sketch, her mind racing with ideas for a YouTube channel without the pressure of social media. She begins to outline an offline challenge for her community. The challenge: 24 hours without a phone. Participants will write down 365 things they're grateful for. Mia's posture shifts, revealing a newfound calm in her relaxed demeanor. Evening light casts long shadows as Mia sits surrounded by notes and her diary. In the dimly lit room, Mia sits hunched over her notebook, a pen clutched tightly in her hand. I read aloud, my voice echoing in the quiet apartment, as Mia lists her day's tasks. 8 a.m. Withdrawal. 12 p.m. Contact with Laura. 3 p.m. Shopping without apps. 6 p.m. Park walk. In a raw, unfiltered moment, Mia confesses she felt free from the pressure of perfection. For the first time in months, I didn't feel the need to be perfect because I wasn't scoring or earning likes. In the quiet of her bedroom, Mia sets the stage for the night. Mia's wrist is bare, a stark reminder of the absence where her phone used to be. In the dimly lit room, shadows dance on the walls as Mia leans in, a mischievous glint in her eyes. She whispers to the camera, "Let's see if I actually sleep without doing one last scroll." Mia sits in her dimly lit bedroom, a book open on her lap. Her eyes flutter shut as the final moments tick away. 23, 59, 59. 24 hours are almost over. Will Mia manage to reconnect with the digital world tomorrow morning? A countdown appears, marking the end of her digital detox. Mia sits up, her eyes wide with surprise as she opens the box. She finds the phone code and turns her gaze directly towards the camera. Okay guys, I only have a few seconds left until the restart. Get your phones ready. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'll show you how I feel when my social media account is live again. Comment now. Do you think I'll sink back in, or have I learned something about myself? The night unfolds within the confines of Mia's apartment. Words materialize across the screen. Don't forget to like if you want to see how this experiment ends. Subscribe for part 2.